Yamaha introduced the DTX6K5-M, a mid-level mesh head eDrums, and I'm a little bit torn. Hey, welcome to Project Beats. My name is Jovan. We're doing a short series on eDrums, and I've got one more coming after this. If you're into this kind of content, do me a solid and hit that subscribe button. It really helps me keep making these videos. Today we're talking about the Yamaha DTX6K5-M. Let's just call it 6K5 because it's too long. As far as what it comes with and specs, here it is on the screen. It's not too small in terms of sizes, not full size either. It's really sitting in the middle. The module here is where it's at, to be honest. Some little known fact about it is, or maybe I'm the only one who's late to the party, but anyway, you can load third-party samples in this module. And not just that, you have velocity switching. You can load 16-bit 44.1K samples. It's not going to be like a one-shot sample where you just basically trigger when you play, like an on and off thing. This one can sort of randomize the sample sound so it plays more realistically. You can also assign samples to zones, so 2-zone on the toms and all that. Now you see the potential here, especially given the price point, because I don't think you could do that with other brands at the same price range. The standard is you would need a computer and basically use your eDrums as controllers. But having your favorite sample sound installed right on the module itself, I think is a game changer. I'll try to find some tutorials about that and I'll link it in the description. Okay, we're gonna go straight to my impressions. Some of the things that I like, price-wise, I think this one is super competitive, especially with all the features it has. You have powerful module with third-party sample support, 3-zone cymbals for all of them. Not sure about the hi-hat, but for all of that was surprising to me. The sizes are not that dinky as well, so I like that. Great compromise between performance quality and small footprint. It'll be great for practice, maybe small recital performance or small events, mainly because the module isn't really built for like extensive live events. You have very limited outputs. Just small room and things like that, this one can do. Of course, it's perfect for small apartments as well. Now, about the rubber cymbals. I have to say I appreciate them more and more, even on my very last update on my A2 eDrums before I jumped ship. I was really liking the Lemon E cymbals. The difference against DIY LVC low volume cymbals is very apparent. Not to say it was perfect, because it was not. But at that price point, it was really good. The cymbals on the 6K5-M is really dialed in. The response is spot on. And then the anti-spin mechanism, it still enables the cymbal to move freely. That one's fantastic. You have dual zones for toms, 3 zones for the snare. That means rim click, rim shot, and then snare top. And then 3 zones for the crashes and ride, which again was surprising to me. You get 2 crashes, and of course you also have cymbal chokes. No issues for me on the kick. I'm fine with a smaller kick. Of course, if you're using it on like shows, you'd probably want bigger kick. For home use and practice, this one is perfectly fine. Playing feel is great. The only thing was I was chasing the kick every now and again because it kept running. But that was more of like a setup issue. Then we come to the mesh heads. Here is why I said I was torn. I think their TCS silicone heads are far superior. More on that in a bit. But then again, at this price point, I think something has to give, right? The smaller sizes of the drums gives it a better control on the trigger response, in my opinion. I did actually enjoy playing on these drums, even compared to the Gold X. Honestly, I enjoyed playing with this one. Some of the things that I will personally update or upgrade. The snare drum, I will put that on an actual snare stand. It doesn't have to be expensive. Any used ones will do. Because that rack mount just keeps falling for me. At least with the intensity that I'm used to play with. Optional update for me will be the tom mount holder. I think you could update those to ones that can move freely. For the stock ones, it just moves up, down, and swivel. That's it. But if that doesn't concern you, then you should be alright. The mesh heads, if I'm feeling the need to splurge, I might consider changing it to the 3-ply Real Feel by DrumTech. And actually that's it. I don't have a lot of things to nitpick with this kit, to be honest. The hi-hat is still a weak point in my opinion, but then again, my needs are very specific. If you just need it to play, then it will do that. Also, most other brands will struggle with the specific things that I need for this price point. I'm talking about reliable, close to open sounds with dynamic range. It should not spin a lot because when it does, you lose that optimal spot to play on. Also, side sweeps, you can't do that the way you're used to on actual drums. You'd have to adjust something on your playing. Also, you have foot chicks and foot splash techniques on the electronic hi-hat is always hard to do, to be honest. If you're looking for all that at this price, realistically, with what's out there, it's a bit asking too much. Although I wish this level of performance on an electric hi-hat would be standard sooner than later. The best ones that I tried so far is the hi-hats from F-Note. At least that was their mid to high level model, so price-wise, I think that may have been more expensive. I don't remember exactly what model. I think what happened here is that Yamaha finally gave in to market demand, and that's why we're seeing mesh heads on their eDrums now. I think their silicone TCS heads on their high-end kits, like the DTX10K, are far superior, and I used to be skeptical about them, thinking mesh heads was the only way to get drum realism. But when I tried the 10KX, it completely changed my mind. I'll talk more about that in another video. I actually shot a review for it before this one, but I lost some footage and audio clips, so now I need to go back and reshoot. So hang tight for that one. That said, the 6K5-M is an impressive mid-range kit that now comes with mesh heads. I've always preferred 3-ply mesh heads for feel and trigger accuracy, and while the heads on this kit seems to be a single ply, like the Remo Silent Stroke, they still hold up pretty well. Though they can feel a bit bouncy at times, personally, I'd love to see a 3-ply version from bigger brands like Yamaha out of the box. Mesh heads look and feel closer to an acoustic drums, so many drummers are just more comfortable with that. But here's my thoughts from what I learned through my A to E journey. The sooner you stop chasing the perfect acoustic match and embrace eDrums as a different instrument, the better your playing experience will be. For me, the most important things are great cymbal feel and response. They don't have to look like real cymbal. As long as the trigger is consistent, a good and nice cymbal wash will be a bonus. Lightweight, non-rotating pads, especially if the cymbals doesn't have perfect 360 triggers. Responsive hi-hat that can support foot techniques. Reliable, consistent triggers. Most of those are available now in the market, but you have to pay top dollar for those. Back to Yamaha's hi-hat, they can be a little tricky to set up properly and dial in. During my testing, mine was spinning a little bit, but once dialed in, it performed really well. Again, the module on this kit is where things get exciting. The ability to load third-party samples and layer sounds and randomize hits makes a massive difference. It adds realism and expressiveness that gives you great sounding drums without needing a VST like Superior Drummer 3. For a mid-tier module, that's a killer feature. I would personally consider the DTX6K5, but with the TCS heads. Maybe I'd upgrade some things here and there, but straight out of the box, this kit is solid and in a relatively compact package. That's it for this video. Let me know what you guys are using or wish to improve on your setup. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next project.